with teaching you the Sabbath day, because now that's the understanding that you're getting. These are the 10 commandments that we're going over, and the 4th commandment is to remember the Sabbath day. So we went over 3 things, and I'm glad that you're learning something, because we found out that we can't cook, we can't buy, we can't sell, we can't work, but we can gather. With teaching you the Sabbath day, because now that's the understanding that you're getting. These are the 10 commandments that we're going over, and the 4th commandment is to remember the Sabbath day. Read that again. The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So it says to remember the Sabbath day, meaning remember what day it's on, which day of the week it is, and how to keep it holy. Do you have any idea of how to keep it holy? No? We're gonna give it all to you. What you got? Same. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. So what is labor?
You gonna stand right here for me.
Working. The Bible says 6 days, meaning the first 6 days out of the week, you are to labor and do all your work that you need to do.
Here's what happens when it gets the commandment.
Give me the first 6 days out of the week. Start from number 1. What's day 1 of the week?
Sunday.
Okay. You cook it. So keep going. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Saturday would be the 7th day. That's the Sabbath day, which is today. So all your work should have been done prior to today. Right now we are going over the Sabbath day and how to keep it holy. All right? So pay attention. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the Sabbath day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that's within thy gates. So you or anyone pertaining to you is to do any work on the Sabbath day. So in other words, if people were keeping the laws and this was an establishment owned by an Israelite, it wouldn't even these stores wouldn't even be open.
That's right.
You understand that? Because God said that we are to keep it holy. And one of the ways of us keeping it holy is to do all of our work during the first 6 days, and on the 7th day we don't do any work.
Right.
That makes sense? Yeah. Let's deal with something else. Read. 23.
Read.
And he said unto them, this is which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. So you hear that? So right now, this is Moses instructing the Israelites, your forefathers and your foremothers, whether you believe it or not. We just proved it on this list right here. So Moses is talking to our forefathers, okay? And he's telling them that tomorrow would be the rest of the Sabbath. So what day would that have been that Moses was giving us those instructions? No.
Friday, actually.
Yeah, there you go. It would have been the 6th day, which is what we call Friday now. So he was saying tomorrow is the rest, not the remainder. When he says rest, he's saying the rest, meaning that's tomorrow is the day that we gonna rest. All right? So he's gonna give us some instructions, and I'm gonna see where you at. Pay close attention. Read. Bake that which ye will bake today. What is baking? Okay, and what is that? What is that considered? Starts with a C. What is baking, sis? There you go. Baking is cooking. So Moses is saying, bake whatever you're gonna bake it today. Now remember, he's instructing them on Friday. Well, we know it's Friday, which is the 6th day. Read. And seed that you will seed. And seed that which you will seed. What is seething? That's an old-fashioned word. It's boiling. And that's cooking as well, right? So he's saying, bake and boil whatever you're gonna cook today, because tomorrow is the rest of the Sabbath day. Is the rest of the Sabbath. Read.
and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So if you really think and listen, you'll notice that Moses is saying, cook whatever you're gonna cook today, and whatever you can save it till tomorrow. So what does that tell you that you probably can't do on the Sabbath? Huh? No, it's something else. You said it already earlier. What is boiling? Huh? What is boiling and baking? No, yeah. Cooking, exactly. So that's letting you know that you cannot cook on the Sabbath day as well. So that's two things we went over so far. We can't do what on the Sabbath day? What's the first thing we can't do? Work. And what's the other thing that we went over? Cook. So these are two ways that you keep the Sabbath day holy. But there's more. So let me get Nehemiah. He already there. Read up a couple though. Let me get maybe 28. Start at that.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 28.
Read.
And the rest of the people, the priests and the Levites, the porters, the singers, the Nethinims, and all they that have separated themselves from the people of the land unto the law of God, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, everyone having knowledge and having understanding, they clave to their brethren, their nobles, and entered into a curse and into an oath to walk in God's law.
Okay, you notice that. It named everybody within that land, the people, and the people of Israel and everybody that pertained to Israel. Okay? And then the reason why I went back there and it says everybody that has an understanding of God's law. Right? So this is what's going to let you know that what we getting ready to read is also pertaining to God's law.
And that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land.
So that's law as well. So in verse 28, he just got through reading everybody. He read about everybody that's pertaining to the family of Israel. And he said that he was going to make sure that we were all instructed in following the laws of God. Okay? So now, read.
Nor take their daughters for our sons.
So he's saying that we don't, like in the laws of God, as an Israelite, you ain't supposed to marry nobody but anybody but someone that is in the lineage of Israel.
That's right.
You're not supposed to marry out your race. Biracial marriages, they don't exist in Israel.
That's right.
So that's why he's going over that. So everything that we're reading is pertaining to the law, but we're dealing with the Sabbath. There's a key point that I want you to see of what else we cannot do on the Sabbath. Read.
Verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
Did you hear that? He said also, because he just got through telling us all about laws. He went over, he explained everybody that he gathered together to come into the land, and they were all of Israel. And then he instructed us, pay attention, sis, we got you. And he instructed us to keep the laws, the people of Israel.
That's what we're talking about.
And this part now, we just went over the fact that we can't go into biracial marriages, right? Because that's what we just read in here. And then what else did he say? He said, and if the people will what?
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day.
So if anybody brings any type of merchandise or produce or anything into the land on the Sabbath day, what's going to happen?
To sell,
To sell, if they bring it in to sell, what else?
that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave.
Not better, right?
That's good. So it said, and we would not, if they would come to sell it to us, we would not buy it. And you notice he went into detail on the Sabbath day. Now these are people that stand on God's laws.
Right.
So what else does that tell you that we can't do on the Sabbath? We can't sell or what? Or buy. So we went over three things, and I'm glad that you're learning something. We went over three things, three ways of keeping the Sabbath day holy. The first one we went over was what? We can't what? Okay, I'll take that. Can't cook, and what else? We can't work, and what else can't we do? Or sell. Okay, so that's 4 different things that we cannot do on the Sabbath day and how to keep it holy. Now let's go to Leviticus. These laws that we're going over, they only pertain to you. They only pertain to us, Israelites, God's chosen people.
That's right.
Okay, read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1.
Read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
You see that? He says, speak unto the children of Israel. All throughout the Bible, you're going to hear that. When we're being instructed, he's going to say, speak unto the children of Israel, which is nowadays considered, what everybody else calls us is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. In a nutshell. I could go deep into detail, but that's a lot of names over there. That's a lot of bywords. So to make it short, the people of Israel are what people know today as, they know us as the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
So listen.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord.
So you see, you notice that? Because a lot of people try to say that the Lord is about everybody. He just says, speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them. Meaning he still ain't talking to nobody else. He's talking to Israel. And what else?
And say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord.
So the Lord has feasts. Because a lot of people like to say, like, oh, God is just this boring guy or something. Like, we can't have fun. Like, we can't have a good time. A feast is a good time. And he didn't say one feast. He said feasts, like plural. There are multiple feasts that we to get together as family and have a good time. That sound good. Drugs ain't in the factor though. Drugs ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay? It's a righteous feast. It's a righteous party. Read on.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
These are holy convocations, meaning holy gatherings, righteous gatherings. People that keep the law gathering together. Read.
Even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done.
See, he's reminding us. What was that? What does this one sound like? 6 days shall work be done, and what?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
So we just went over that, right? That's one of the feasts. Read.
In holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
So, we just got through reading about the Sabbath day, right? And then the fifth thing that I wanted to point in on you, that I had my brother read, was that it's a holy convocation. Because we found out that we can't cook, we can't buy, we can't sell, we can't work, but we can gather.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word